Hello dear students, today we have a beautiful chapter, A House is Not a Home. We are going to have a glance over the summary of the chapter. The author narrates her story through a teenage boy. The boy has just joined a high school. After leaving his junior school, where he was the head of his class, he felt strange to start over as a freshman. Also, his old friends had been sent to a different high school. So the narrator feels isolated. He visits his old teachers who motivate him to adjust to his new environment. One Sunday afternoon, he was doing his homework. His red tabby cat was lying on top of all his papers. The author noticed smoke pouring in through the ceiling. The house was on fire. The smoke began to fill the room quickly, and they could barely see. Groping their way to the front door, they all ran out into the front yard. The author went to neighbor's house to call the fire department, while his mother ran back into the house. She brought out a small box full of important documents. She again ran back into the house to bring some pictures. The narrator screams at her and wants to follow her, but he was held back by a fireman. Another fireman brought his mother out. 5 hours later, when the fire was finally out, their house had completely burned down. There was no sign of the narrator's cat. The narrator, along with his mother, went to his grandparents' house to spend the night. The next day, Monday, the narrator went to school without proper dress, books, homework, and backpack. The narrator was totally embarrassed. He did not want to grow up, change, or to handle life in that way. He just wanted to curl up and die. He felt that all the security that he had known from his old school, his friends, his house, and his cat had all been ripped away from him. They rented an apartment and borrowed money from his grandparents to tide themselves over. The narrator kept returning to his home with the hope of finding his cat, but the cat was nowhere to be found. The narrator missed his cat terribly. In school also, everyone was aware of the hardships faced by him, and this made the narrator all the more embarrassed. One day, while he was getting ready for his gym class, his classmates told him to hurry. He thought it would be strange, but still hurried into the gym. There he found a big table set up with a collection of school supplies, notebooks, jeans, tops, sweatsuits, etc. Everyone had made a contribution and bought the things for the narrator. The narrator was overcome with emotion. People came and introduced themselves and invited him over. He made friends that day. A month later, he was at his house, which was under construction, but he was not alone. He was with two of his new friends from school. The narrator stopped, focusing on his feelings of insecurity, and understood the goodwill of all the wonderful people around him. Just then, a woman approached him and inquired whether the cat that she was carrying belonged to him. Narrator was overjoyed to see his cat. The cat also purred happily. As he sat there with his friends and his cat, all the overwhelming feelings of loss and tragedy seemed to diminish. He felt gratitude for his life, his new friends, the kind lady, and his beloved cat's purring. He realizes that he has got his life back.